Hello and welcome to the MSPC Bros channel, and today we will be covering the Corsair Carbide 275R. We use this case in our build and we really liked working with it, so we would like to share it with you guys. Remember, if you want to see future and better content from us, please subscribe and leave a like on our videos. Let's get into it. We will be giving you a review of the case with our opinion at the end, so be sure to stick around for that. Now let's get into it. One of my favorite parts about this case is that it comes included with 2 fans, and the fact that it gives you plenty of space for wires and other things that just happen to be hanging around in it is perfect for beginners. First off, this is a mid-tower case that is perfect for a desktop computer. It gives it size, but it is also small enough that it doesn't completely hog the entire desk. It also has 3 2.5-inch drive bays and 2 3.5-inch drive bays, so it gives you a lot of space to have HDDs and SSDs for storage. It comes with an acrylic side window, which is important if you plan on having an RGB illuminated system. It has a small, white-colored LED in the front of the case, which just adds to its already beautiful, sleek build. It's made out of steel, so it can be tossed and turned around if it needs to be moved from one place to another. It also has 7 expansion slots for those graphics cards and Wi-Fi adapters that will be attached to your motherboard. That's it for me. Now it's time for the dimensions, which will be covered by my brother. So since you want to buy certain parts for your PC, we want you to know if it'll fit inside and not cause any damage to the case. For starters, a CPU cooler must not be taller than 170 millimeters. Otherwise, it will not allow the acrylic panel to fit and you will be left with a PC half open to the environment. The maximum length of a graphics card is 330 millimeters. Anything over that won't fit inside the case, which can cause more hassle than it needs to be. Finally, the maximum height of a power supply cannot exceed 180 millimeters because then it won't be able to be installed into the PSU shroud of the case. It has 1 audio in port, 2 USB 3.0 ports, and 1 audio out port. The only buttons on it are the power button and the reset button. Now for those of you wondering if you will even be able to lift it, the weight of the case is 10.14 kilograms or 22.4 pounds, so it isn't really that heavy. That's it for the case specs. Now it's time for our opinion on it. Overall, this case is excellent if you are starting out. Some pros about it are that it has an excellent, sleek design for only $84.99. If you ask me, it doesn't get any better than that. Another is that it labels some parts of the PC so you can easily figure out where all the parts go if you haven't done a lot of research. Unfortunately, it has its cons too. One of them is that it has limited space in the back of the motherboard tray, which can make cable management a hassle. Another is that the SSD might not fit properly in the instructed slot, so you might have to improvise a better way to install it, since we came across this issue as well. Finally, the front fan cover is difficult to remove, which can be a difficult task if you are trying to clean it out every 6 to 12 months. Overall, this is a perfect starting case despite these issues, since there are ways around them that aren't too difficult. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching, and we really hope you enjoyed it. Within the coming few months, we plan on showing you guys how to build your own PC with an in-depth guide to assembling one. We will make it easy for you to follow along and not feel rushed, even if you are a beginner. Let's try to hit that 100 sub goal so we can get more and better videos out every few days for you guys to enjoy. So please subscribe if you haven't yet.